When I set out to look at the impact of being child-free on life, wealth, and finances, it started with a simple question. Are we weird? We, in this case, means my wife and me. Now, I will admit that we are probably weird in many ways. After all, we both have PhDs, and our date nights regularly include designing research studies. But is our life without kids weird? Is it weird that we don't care about how much money we pass on? Is it weird that we moved 1,200 miles on a whim for a better job? Is it weird that we can do whatever we want and not worry about anything but taking care of our 2 mastiffs and jerk cat? Spoiler alert. We may be weird in comparison to those with children, but next to other child-free people, we are remarkably normal. Part of the reason why we wondered if we were weird was that everyone else around us had kids or were having kids at the time. While kids were not a choice for us, my wife has a 50-50 chance of dying if she gets pregnant, which made our choice to be child-free relatively straightforward. The pressure was still there. We were happy with our life, but many others were unhappy with our choice. Here's an example. One day I was at work when one of my staff members stopped me in the hall and said, "I've been thinking about you and your wife. You are both smart and you really should have kids." We can have a separate discussion about whether this is an appropriate thing to discuss at work with your boss, but the bottom line is that my employee was putting her own judgments on us. She had 3 kids, and that worked for her, just as it works for us to have no kids. Most child-free people have their own stories of being judged. When you do not match the norm, people seem to feel comfortable judging you. Or worse, they ignore your life choice and assume you will change your mind. For some people, it is a choice not to have kids. Yet for others, it is not. Either way, it is easy to feel like an outlier or not fit in when you are child-free or permanently childless. Like many others, at first, I didn't even know that my wife and I were child-free, or that there was a term for it. I first saw the word child-free on Reddit when I started reading r/childfree. The r/childfree community let me know that others are out there. They have 1.5 million members. At least I now knew there was a term for us.